y'all, man? It's your boy, Henny the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store. How's everybody doing today, man? Hey, it's Thursday evening. We then to make that week. So y'all know it's time for a liquor store run, man. So hey, drop what you're doing. Just slide in through the door. And we gonna get pulled up and get drunk with the Dallas Cowboy content together, man. And hey, we got gin, we got hen, whatever it takes to make you sin. So come on in, man. And we gonna shop it up. So listen, shout out to my brother West Coast Cowboy. Shout out to my brother Landlord from Alabama. We held it down, did a fire-ass interview last night with former second-round pick Kelvin Joseph. So, he dropped a couple of nuggets that I want to touch on. So, we'll talk about some of the things that were discussed during that interview. Of course, we'll talk about OTAs and different things being reported, around the league for the Dallas Cowboys. And, we'll just talk about some offseason stuff as well. But most importantly, man, y'all been supporting the channel. We were doing a raffle for a Dallas Cowboy jersey. And now it's time to see who won it, man. So, we're going to do the raffle. We're going to open up the other raffle for the Dallas Cowboy game tickets to go see the Dallas Cowboys play the Philadelphia Eagles at home. So after we raffle out the jersey, I will open up, the new raffle, and then we'll discuss everything that's been going on, man. So real quick, let me go shout out to the folks showing love and tapping into the channel. Big Benny Rich, I see you, salute. Regina Green with the green, I see you, salute. C. Nicole, I see you, salute. Appreciate you tapping in. Desmond Ironman was good with you, brother. My guy Justin Kitchen was good with you. NFZ, I see you tapping in, my boy. Appreciate you for coming through and showing love to the channel. Michael Lockhart, Etta Lockhart, the Lockhart gang strong in here. So salute to y'all. Double R, Micah H, I see you. Jameson Taylor, my guy. Appreciate you for tapping in. Mickey, hey, you right where you need to be, because we're gonna announce the raffle. So you got a bunch of entries in. So we'll see. Who else got a bunch of entries in? Justin Kitchen. You're in the right place. You got a bunch of entries in, man. Everybody that's been showing love, supporting. We're finna go ahead and get the raffle out the way, and then we'll continue on with our regular scheduled programming. Also, man, if y'all ain't seen, the liquor store has been growing, expanding. We're building on the back end, stretching it out. We're almost up there to 1,000 subscribers, man. So, tell a friend, tell a foe, regardless, man. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button to join the liquor store. So, anybody that likes Dallas Cowboys content, no nonsense football talk by the numbers, just let them know to tap in with me, hit the subscribe button, man. And I really appreciate all y'all for the help that y'all done to get to help me get me here, man. So, hey, salute to y'all. Y'all the real MVPs of this stuff, man, for real. But without further ado, man, let's start it off right. Let's go ahead and see who won the Dallas Cowboy jersey. Because, listen, the reason I came in late, I was getting all these names inputted. So there were 41 of y'all who entered into the raffle. There were over 207 entries submitted. So salute to y'all. So, now all I got to do is input it in. It's going to spin and run, and then we'll find out who won the jersey, man. So do y'all want to do it right now? Or y'all going to share it? I need y'all to share it so some more folks can come in. If the person wins, I want them to be in here. There's only about 13 folks in right now, but I'll post it. So it's not really that big of a deal. But go ahead, hit that share button, man, so they know the liquor store is open. And, so the folks that donated into the raffle can get a chance to come in and see if they won. All right, but really ain't no reason to wait around. I'm going to hit the button. Record screen, raffle. Hold on, I'm finna start it now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So the winner of the jersey is going to be Marquetta. Marquetta, you ended up winning the Dallas Cowboy jersey. All right, so Marquetta, you are the winner. So if y'all know where Marquetta is at, let her know to contact me. Hit me via inbox or come on here. Let me know what jerseys he wants. I need her size. I need the jerseys he wants, and I also need her mailing address. So salute to Marquetta for winning the Dallas Cowboy jersey. And how many entries did Marquetta have anyway? Let me see. Okay, so Marquetta had 15 entries. So, salute to Marquetta. Yeah, I know, Mickey. I know. But, we got that out the way. That's it for the jersey raffle. So salute to all y'all that have participated. And, we're going to move on to the next raffle. We're gonna run this one from today until the 1st of August. And this will be the raffle for the Dallas Cowboy tickets. So, we will raffle off home game tickets to the Dallas Cowboy, to the Dallas Cowboy home game against the Philadelphia Eagles. The number one winner will receive a ticket with a seat attached to it. The second place winner will receive a ticket for general admission so they can go to the standing room area and cheer on the Dallas Cowboys. And the third runner-up, the last person, will either receive a PlayStation 4 that I have here, and if they don't play games, they can option to get a Dallas Cowboy jersey. So that's how we're going to set up this raffle. It'll be a $10 entry for this one, and it will run for 2 months. So, you got until now till... Hey, shout out to Mickey for the donation, man. I appreciate you. Brian Kai said he was rooting for Mickey. Oh, that dog. Let me update the banner for y'all. Hold on. Let me update the banner so y'all know what's going on. So I'll change it to 10 for ticket, $10 tickets. Cowboys ticket entries. Henny doing big things with the... Hey, Star, what's up with you? Hey, I'm sorry. I had to make it affordable. But hey, I got you, Mickey. You the first one to get an entry in. So salute to Mickey. I'm gonna go ahead and get this started up. Hold on. August 1st. Ticket raffle. All right. All right, cool. Said, what it do, Henny? The interview with KJ was awesome. Y'all did an excellent job. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. So speaking of the KJ interview, let's talk about it real quick, man. Let's talk about it. I'm finna play you a quick video clip of one of the questions that we asked him, and then we're gonna continue on like that. Listen, I love the Dallas Cowboys. I love our fan base, but when you get drafted by a franchise with high expectations, it's not like getting drafted to a team that doesn't have any championship aspirations or anything. Do you believe coming to the Dallas Cowboys has put in like some unwarranted pressure on you to go out there and make plays, do this or do that? Because we live in a microwave society, man. A lot of people don't give young players time to make mistakes and grow into a role. They want instant results. So do you think that's and that's already part of the NFL, but do you think it's added even more being a Dallas Cowboy?
Yeah, I could say Dallas Cowboys, like, we the biggest of them all for real. But
Facts.
But just coming into this position, I knew it was gonna be challenges I was gonna face, and I was gonna have to, just grow up as I go on. But for the Cowboys, you could say it's better recognition. It's more people paying attention to what you're doing. So you gotta carry yourself a little more different than the other teams and people that's watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so that was a quick little clip of him accepting. Well, he was just pretty much talking about the pressures of playing for the Dallas Cowboys. So and listen, it's true. You know what I'm saying? Like certain teams do not have expectations. The Jaguars have never won a championship. Their team is just happy about. Oh yeah, no, that's the same one. But we will be having an interview with Kavonte Turpin, next Wednesday at 9:00. So next Wednesday at 9:00, we will be having an interview with Kavonte Turpin, Pro Bowl kick returner. So he'll be on the show. He'll be in the liquor store. He'll be in the trap. He'll be on the West Coast. It'll be great, man. Cowboys Uncut. We the new media, and we're trying to do what we can do to get the truth, from these players. It'll be 9 Central Standard. If you're an hour ahead, it should be 10 Eastern, 9 Central Standard, and then it'll be 7:00 Pacific. But yeah, man. So think about some of these teams, man. The Browns have never won a Super Bowl. They won all their titles back in the day when they were still playing for the NFL championship, right? There's several teams that there's not really. I said, geez, Henry, y'all going crazy. We trying to do a little something, man. We ain't where we want to be, but we're trying to make some moves, man. We're trying to make some moves. But yeah, like Dallas Cowboys, we're up here trying to push to win a 6th championship. Like there's a pedigree of winning that is associated with the Dallas Cowboys. There's a pedigree of success associated with the Dallas Cowboys. There's numerous Hall of Fame players that suited up in the blue and white and wore the star. So, a lot of people, are expecting great things from every player that comes through that door. So, and it's not necessarily fair on some of these young guys. Granted, I did expect him to play better. But, it's not always necessarily fair to put all these expectations on these young kids and not give them time to properly develop. Now, we've seen plenty of young guys come in and, elevate their game. Trayvon Diggs was an all-pro his second year. Deron Bland had a fantastic rookie season. Dak Prescott and Zeke were phenomenal in their rookie year. So, the Dallas Cowboys have seen a lot of young guys come in and, play out of their minds. But, that's not really the standard. A lot of these guys are getting acclimated to the NFL. A lot of these guys are trying to find their way, trying to, just get accustomed to the NFLs. You don't always have, guys that are plug and play. He said, Henny, did y'all discuss that tweet from the other day? Nah, we didn't discuss it. We didn't discuss the tweet. It was taken down anyway. So, nothing to see there. Nothing to see there. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, people are human. Miss Regina Green said, I was glad he took some accountability. As he said, y'all put me here. When is the interview, HTM? The next interview is going to be Wednesday at 9 p.m. The interview with Kelvin Joseph, of course, already happened last night at 9 p.m. Henny, I respect you, landlord wrong. Y'all respect our dogs. Even though I haven't super chatted y'all, but y'all still respond to us. Respect. Hey, it's all love, man. Not everybody got it to give, for one. And two, you can't super chat me no way. I'm not even monetized yet. So, it is all good. He says, Joe, when you get Dollar Bill Jones in the liquor store so we can get him drunk and lock him up in the storage room. Hey, man, you got to chill, man. Hey, you going to get us shut down, my boy. You going to get us shut down talking like that, man. For real, for real. But no, listen, I feel the same way, though. I'm glad that boy took accountability. He understands he did not play up to par. But, he's putting in the work. There are reports that he's balling during OTAs at this point. So we'll see. If he can, and listen, if he crawls himself up the depth chart and he goes out there and he gets an opportunity, you would know at this point he's earned it. Because DeRon Bland has played fantastic. Jordan Lewis is a good veteran that's still on the team. We think the world of Izzy over here as well. So if Kelvin Joseph finds a way onto the field, we all know that he played his ass off and worked his butt off to get there. Like you said, there's nowhere to go but up from here. Cause that boy, I saw that, B Bird. Salute to you, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for the love and support, man. No, real talk. That was a good look, man. I thank you for that. All right. And I changed the banner just so everybody know it's going to be a $10 entry for the Dallas Cowboys tickets. And you got till now until the 1st. Yeah, of course. Yeah, cash apps are always welcome. But like I like doing raffles instead of just asking y'all to donate. I like to incentivize y'all, to invest into the content. So, as long as they are successful, we'll keep giving out jerseys, we'll keep giving out tickets, we'll keep doing this, that, and the third. Whatever y'all like, man. So, I do appreciate y'all for all the love and support that you showed to me and the liquor store. Real talk, though. But yeah, man, like Kelvin Joseph, like he still has an opportunity, man. He still has the opportunity to do good things in the NFL. I don't necessarily know, if it will ever happen, but he's on the right track for what I'm thinking out, man. Said B Bird said you almost at the 1K mark. I'm gonna be the first to super chat. Well, salute to you, B Bird. I appreciate that, man. Real talk, I appreciate it. So yeah, I don't know if he'll ever put it together, but he got all the physical tools. He's athletic. He ran a 4.3. He played in the SEC. He won a state title as a player in high school. So Turpin. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. I have to fuss at my grandchild. Tommy Montea says, "What's up, Henny? Good evening, bro. You off again?" Tyler said, "You." Oh yeah, man. I have to fuss at the children sometimes. I ain't having a good day, but when I see the stream, I feel a little better to escape my mind. Well, hey, man, I'm glad you were able to tap in, bro. Hey, it's all about love. We all family over here in the chat. So, man, just stop in whenever you need us, man. Like I said, we're all here. We're all here. But yeah, let's move along, man. Cause we touched on Henny, where's the 12 a.m.? Oh shoot, the music in here, man. You can't hear it. It be altering, man. Like I got this lo-fi playing, so it just put random beats on here sometimes for us. Yes, I am. I am a grandfather. Hey Henny, how you doing tonight? HTN Sports made it do. Hey, salute to Matt Bass for tapping in, man. Salute to you. So real quick, man. Let's talk about some things going on around training camp. OTAs, all that other good stuff. KJ, what's up, man? Neil said his hand is sore. Slapped up 23 Eagles fans. Man, you going crazy. You putting up Michael Jordan numbers out there, man. Salute to you for beating the brakes off the Eagles fans, man. Salute to you. Hoodlum, what's up with you, man? All right, so these are some news circulating around OTAs. And listen, they are trying to downplay this right now. But whenever an injury is involved, I don't say how many touchdowns y'all think Dak gonna throw in a new system. He'll throw 35 or more. So if you're making a ticket, I would say Dak Prescott throw 35 touchdowns or more. He got better offensive weapons, and he was averaging about 2 touchdowns a game last season. So, Dak Prescott is set to throw for over 30 touchdowns. I say Dak throws about 35, 7 to 8 interceptions, and he has about 4 or 5 rushing touchdowns. That is my prediction for Dak Prescott within this new offensive scheme. Hey, Matt Leslie, what's up with you, man? Thank you for tapping in. So you listen, they are already trying to downplay this. They say it's a non-concern for them. They even mentioned, inflammation. That's the word. It's swole up, but yeah, it's inflamed, all right. But it's inflamed because according to this, rookie tight end Luke Schoonmaker was wearing a protective boot on his right foot. He is dealing with a case of plantar fascia that has limited his work in the OTAs. All right, Star says about 40 or 50. Now, see, I think he'll score about 40. I just believe because he mentioned scramble drill, I think he'll take off running a couple more times since he won't have to wait around for option routes to develop. I believe you will see more of the scrambling aspect of Dak Prescott's game return a little bit. So, I can see Dak Prescott rushing for an additional 4 or 5 on the ground to get up to that 40 total touchdowns. And I expect us, to be winning these games handedly, against the guys we're supposed to handle, that we won't be having to have a ton of pass attempts, later into the games. So listen. Hey, Mickey said a draft pick with an injury. Surprise, surprise. So the only reason that I am concerned because we've dealt with plantar fasciitis with Amari Cooper. We saw how Amari Cooper was limited, even with him being an elite route runner, explosive in and out of his breaks, being a very good wide receiver for us and a true number one. Amari Cooper did get hindered a lot, by that plantar injury. So, it would flare up here and there. It would take him, out of games from time to time, limit him in the games that he played in. So that is why I'm concerned with it. And we know, that Schoonmaker is already a guy that does not have a proven track record of performing in the pass game. He was mostly a blocking tight end in Michigan because of their scheme. So I don't like it. I already thought that Jake Ferguson was going to win out their position anyway because I felt that he already had a rapport with Dak Prescott and already built up a strong foundation in the NFL. So I think he's ahead of him developmentally wise. Now that he has a foot injury that's going to further hinder his ability to develop, hinder his ability to be on the field and get much needed reps. I definitely think that Jake Ferguson will be tight end 1, and if we're not careful, Peyton Hendershot might be tight end 2. Granted, I heard that Peyton Hendershot, juggled a touchdown pass that turned into an interception during OTAs earlier. There was a report that happened. So he may still get on the field. If they're not sold on Hendershot, but you'll never know. But it's never a good thing to see a young player in a boot, regardless of what the hell they talking about. If things were cool, you wouldn't be walking around in a damn boot. So yeah, and listen, it is a lingering issue because Amari Cooper dealt with plantar fascia his entire time down here. His entire 10 years as a Dallas Cowboy, he dealt with plantar fascia. So we'll see. I hope nothing but the best for that boy, Schoonmaker. I hope that he gets an opportunity to go out there and prove everybody wrong, and to justify his draft seating. Yes, he is the 25-year-old rookie. So I do hope that the injury, doesn't hinder him too much. I hope that he's able to bounce back, start the season healthy. Hey, David Sorrell, what's good with you, man? Thank you for tapping in, showing love to the liquor store. Mickey, what's up with you? Etta Lockhart, I see you spinning the block. Cue ball, man. What's up with you? 98 days to kickoff. Yeah, man. Yeah, I know. I'm ready for it, too. I'm ready for it. Also, man, for y'all just coming in here, I already announced the winner of the Dallas Cowboy jersey. It was Miss Marquetta. So if you hear from Marquetta, let her know that she won the jersey raffle. And now we have opened up the raffle for the Dallas Cowboys tickets. It's $10 per entry, and the winner of that raffle will receive a ticket with a seat attached to it for the Dallas Cowboys home game against the Philadelphia Eagles. Second place winner will receive the general admission ticket for a standing area, and then the third place winner will either receive a PlayStation 4 or a jersey of their choice. Hey, Stephen Harrison, what's up with you, man? She said, yeah, I'm having concerns about Hendershot hands, to be honest. And as far as school having that plantar issue, he may need to get surgery and just be redshirted, which would be quite unfortunate. It would be quite unfortunate because, like, listen, I never want to be right about a player I said is not gonna be successful. I want them to go out there, prove me wrong, have an outstanding season. I wish nothing but health and prosperity on all our players, man. So I hate the thought that he might miss some time, man. Hey, appreciate it, Matt. He said that ain't a good sign for school. No, Matt Leslie is not a good sign for that boy. A 25-year-old rookie. Damn, he was in college for a while. That's what Walesko should have done with his shoulder instead of putting off his shoulder surgery. Yeah, he probably would be much better developmentally wise too right now. So, if you got something that's going to hold you back from getting reps anyway, you might as well go ahead and get it, taken care of, come back from the injury as quickly as possible, and then get that work in. Because, if he can't put weight or pressure up on that foot, he ain't out there running routes. He ain't out there doing this, that, and the third. So yeah, so I hate to hear it. Now, they allegedly, allegedly they are saying it is fine. Allegedly they are saying, it's a non-concern. But the Dallas Cowboys, even if it was a serious injury, they would play that so close to the vest, you wouldn't know that he was seriously injured until they wrote him off as I could not go. Until he's on the injury report. So hold that thought. I got somebody at the door. Give me 2 seconds. I got y'all some wings over there. You're welcome. All right, this my son coming to see us. They said James Washington was fine. Exactly. They said James Washington was fine too, and that injury held that boy out forever. They said, I hope Luke can play some tight end. Let's see. So yeah, not the news that I want regarding that boy, but let's move along. So we're gonna talk about Kavonte Turpin real quick. A guy who's supposed to be frequenting the show next week. So next Wednesday at 9:00, Kavonte Turpin is supposed to be on the shows with us. So with that said, let's talk a little about Kavonte Turpin. So it says, and this is from Michael Gelkin, so we know that it's legit. Kavonte Turpin aims to do more on offense. He had little chance last year as rookie. At this point, he was still in the USFL preparing for a game against Pittsburgh Maulers. Turpin not join Cowboys until training camp. At least one miscommunication with Thursday with Prescott processed. So yeah. So listen, and to be fair, we were talking about why Kavonte Turpin was limited, to really just kick return last year. Well, we all know, that he was the MVP of the USFL. He played multiple games. If I'm not mistaken, he played like 10 games. They went to the championship round. So, he played a lot of football, then turned around, participated in preseason. He had a lot of snaps and wear and tear on his body up to that point, man. So, they might have just been trying to ease him into the thing. But we all know that he was not really featured on the offense much. And, I do think that will change this upcoming season. And the reason I think it will work is despite the fact that he is a little light, they have him listed at like 150 pounds. He is about the same height as Randall Cobb. And now that I think about it, Randall Cobb had success with Dak Prescott. They connected on a bunch of big plays. Randall Cobb averaged the most yards per yards per catch with Dak Prescott. He averaged over 15 yards of reception. They made a bunch of big plays down the field. So, he didn't really have an issue finding him, for big play situation with Randall Cobb. So, and because, Turpin is so much faster, even if Dak is not comfortable throwing through him down the field, you can still put him in situations to get the ball in his hand and get into the open field. You can throw Turpin a jailbreak screen. You can motion him into the backfield. You can hand him the ball. You can run rub routes for him to get him wide open so he can run with space and ahead of steam. So, man, there are plenty of things schematically you can do to incorporate Kavonte Turpin into the Dallas Cowboys offense. And listen, I don't want to say he's the next Tavon Austin, because Tavon Austin only made like 1 or 2 plays for us. No shade against Tavon Austin, but Tavon Austin was never a Pro Bowler. So I like it. I like the fit of Kavonte Turpin within this offense. I like the skill set that he has, and as he's the fastest wide receiver that we have. If I'm not mistaken, the boy runs a 4.2. So and listen, if Mike McCarthy is the offensive head coach that we think he is, he will find ways to incorporate Kavonte Turpin into this offense. And really, I'm not gonna take credit for this next thing I say. This actually was a thought of West. So shout out to West Coast Cowboy. The plays where they were putting CeeDee Lamb in the backfield, say they can give him plays like that. You can hand the ball off to Kavonte Turpin, and you can let him run the counter. You can let him run a route out of the backfield from the running back position. Odds are he'll get matched up against a linebacker or a safety, and there's not a linebacker or a safety that can run with that boy. So there are ways to generate, nice mismatches with Kavonte Turpin on the field. So I'm very excited to see how they try and incorporate him into the Dallas Cowboys offense, because I definitely believe, that he could be a difference maker, a playmaker. And I'm not saying that he's going to be our number one receiver or this, that, and the third, but he can definitely be a difference maker for our offense. He can be a big play threat for us. JC, what's up with you, man? David tapping in, showing love to the liquor store, my guy. Salute to you. Thanks, I appreciate the support. Hey, get to feeling better, Matt, man. Yeah, I hate that you ain't feeling good, man. Just seen that. So, yeah, man, get you some rest, take you some medicine, man. You got to take care of yourself, my brother. So, yeah, what are y'all thoughts about getting Kavonte Turpin involved in the Dallas Cowboys offense? I definitely believe, that speed kills, and he's the fastest guy that you got on the team. So, I definitely can see him having an impact. How big of an impact, I do not know just yet, but he can definitely do some stuff for us. Hey, Dwayne Brown, what's up with you, man? Thank you for tapping in, showing love to the liquor store, my guy. Said, did I get your cash app? I ain't seen. Hold on. Oh, yeah, this you right here, Tyler Sloan. What's up with you, man? Thank you. And Marquetta, I see you too. She said, yay, me. Oh, yeah, salute to you, Marquetta. Yeah, Marquetta, you did win that Dallas Cowboy jersey. So I know that you're on Twitter. You can DM me on Twitter. Send me your address. Send me the size you want. Tell me the player and the color, and I will get it ordered for you Tuesday, because I always pay for this with my business credit card. I'm not going to lie to you. So I will order it and get it sent out to you Tuesday. But just send me everything that I need. I need your full address. I need the player, your size, and probably color too. I can see us going 6 deep at wide receiver, using them all. JT behind CD, Turp behind Cooks, and Semi behind MJ13. I think the variation of skill sets will stress the hell out of DCs. Hey, it's all good, man. Like I said, we're gonna do this we're gonna do it every month as long as it keeps working out. So and hey, shout out to Tyler. Salute to you for the donation, man. I appreciate you. And Tyler, if you send $8 more, you will be entered for a chance to win Dallas Cowboys tickets. I don't know if y'all ever been to the games, but they lit as hell. Marquetta, you're another 5 away from being entered for a chance to win the Dallas Cowboy ticket. So salute to you as well. If Semi sees the field, we will be dangerous this year. That shows just how deep our wide receivers are. And listen, man, there are great wide receivers on this team. Like, remember, we were talking about Jalen Moreno Cropper. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be hard as hell for that boy to make the team. And I think he got talent. I think he got a lot of talent and he could fit into this offense. So, you know, the Dallas Cowboys really, you know, they have a ton of wide receiver talent. You know, there's some guys that got to prove it on the field. You know, I think the world of Jalen Tolbert. I think he will have an excellent season. We just ain't seen it yet. I feel the same way about Semi. I think Semi got a good skill set. You know, he just got to get on the field and make a play here and there to boost his confidence. So, you know, I think the Dallas Cowboys are really good at wide receiver. That's really one of the reasons, you know, I don't believe, you know, they're going to go after somebody like DeAndre Hopkins. Because, you know, you got CeeDee Lamb, you got Brandon Cooks, Michael Gallup's healthy. Jalen Tolbert been balling in the OTA so far. You brought in Jalen Moreno Cropper, who was a 1,000-yard receiver in college. You got Semi Fehoko, you know, who still has a nice physical skill set, being 6'4", running a 4.4. So, you know, man, you got some good ass players on your team, man. You just ain't had a chance to utilize them just yet. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we got Mike McCarthy now. He said me and Jazz will be in the lounge tomorrow night. You got to tap in with me soon, HTM. Hey, man, I would let you know something, man. You know, I'll let you know my schedule. We'll set up, you know, a time or a date for me to come on and rock with y'all, man. So, you know, yeah, there's always good vibes over there at JC Cowboys Lounge. And if y'all ain't doing nothing tomorrow, man, definitely tune in to their program, man, and I will be tuned in as well. Oh, yeah, we definitely will be in there, man. Always good content with them boys, man. Okay. So let's talk about another player. And this is going to be an update on, you know, if you call it, I haul it, Pollard, man. So this is from John Machado, who's always a good follow. So salute to him. If y'all got Twitter, you know, you definitely should follow his account. You know, always has good, practical information out there. No nonsense, no filler. Cowboys running back Tony Pollard said he's running and cutting at full speed. I'm a little bit ahead of schedule. I'm not really limited at this point. It's just being smart with it. I like that. So this is the thing we do know about Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard broke a bone. He did not tear ligaments, do this, do that, or do the third. You know, broken bones tend to heal up faster than like joints or ligaments. I am a living testimony. I broke my leg. Matter of fact, I broke my leg so bad in a car wreck, it would turn the other direction. You know, I got up, you know, after surgery, I got up, you know, back to playing basketball within a couple of months. You know, I still have issues out of my knees, though, from when I tore my ACLs. So, you know, I'm here to tell you, you know, it is easier to shake back from a broken bone, you know, than it is like a tendon. So, you know, I'm not surprised that Tony Pollard, you know, is out there running around at full speed, cutting, doing this, doing that in the third. He's still young. When you're young, your bones heal a little bit faster. You know, so I'm happy for him, though. We definitely need, you know, Tony Pollard to be successful this season. No, we don't really know, you know, how much value we can get out of the running back room behind him. But we know for a fact that Tony Pollard, when healthy, is a Pro Bowl running back. We know he's a 1,000-yard rusher because he's been out there and he's done it already. You know, he's already a proven commodity in that aspect. So, you know, you need Tony Pollard to come in here and, you know, and be the Tony Pollard you just seen last year. You know, he's going to have a bit more. He said, Hennig, stop the cap. You got dunked on. Sir, listen. I watched Jordan and the 90s and the Pistons. Ain't nobody dunking on me. I'm going to take you out the air for you. I get dunked on. Now, there might be a fight, but, you know, I ain't getting dunked on. It said TP can take it easy until it's time for real. Yeah, especially since and listen, we don't have Tony Pollard on a contract long term. So theoretically, if you wanted to give Tony Pollard 300 touches in the run game, you want to throw in the ball 60, 70 times, you know what I'm saying? You want to get every bit of juice out of Tony Pollard as humanly possible, you could do it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing to manage once he's fully healthy. There's no telling if he'll even be back on the team. So, if you want to give Tony Pollard all the carries in the world before moving on from him, I would do that. Now, he's in your long-term plans, act accordingly. But, you planning on letting him walk anyway, you might well get your money's worth. You're paying him $10 million on a one-year deal. You need to get $10 million of production out of Tony Pollard. We have backs, let him have time. Still kind of worried about pass pro, short yardage. You remember when Zeke held out, TP was running well. Preseason, Zeke broke his hold out and came back. This will be the first season for Pollard without Zeke, so he's going to have more pressure on him, which is true. JC Cowboy Network Lounge is always fun, great time. Yes, indeed. It's always a good time, man. It's always a good time. Think Hunt or Zeke added soon. I think the Dallas Cowboys are going to wait until they see what they have in these younger guys. No, that's just really pretty much the way of the world. Not saying that I agree with it, but you just gave $200K guaranteed to a fullback who I think they expect to be part of the power run game and short yardage game. You brought in Deuce Vaughn. You brought in Ronald Jones. And I don't think the world of Ronald Jones. Y'all know this. I'm gonna whisper this. I don't really think the world of Ronald Jones, but that's neither here nor there. Oh yeah, so you got some running back depth. You just don't know what the hell you got. With those guys behind Tony Pollard. So I think during the course of preseason and training camp, they're gonna try and see what they got, and if they're not happy with what they see, then of course they'll kick the tires on another running back. So I want Hunter Luque on the roster. Yo, DC for Life, Texas. What's good with you, man? Thank you for tapping in and showing love, my guy. I appreciate you. Since you're late coming into the show, I'm going to let you know Miss Morquetta won the Dallas Cowboy jersey. So that raffle is over, but we did kick off the new Dallas Cowboy raffle. We're going to kick off a raffle for Dallas Cowboy tickets. So, I'm going to go through it again. First place winner is going to get a ticket with a seat assigned to it. Second place winner is going to get a ticket for standing room. Third place winner will either get a PlayStation 4 or they don't like playing games, they can get a Dallas Cowboy jersey. So, that is the new raffle that's going on. Hey, shout out to DC for Life for the donation. Salute to you. You're 5 away from for being entered into into the raffle for the ticket. And that's why I went and updated it. So I can afford the tickets and afford the jersey and everything. I did raise it slightly, but I made sure to keep it affordable. Like I said, I do these raffles for y'all. If it ever gets to the point where y'all can't afford to send raffle entries in, then we're doing something wrong. We're doing something wrong on my end. So the raffles will never be above $10 unless we're going to raffle off a car or some crazy shit. 15 carries a game is $240. I can see TP doing 200, which is why running back 2 I think is questioned. For reference, Zeke used to average 320. And listen, man, I don't believe that you want to give Tony Pollard 300 carries because Tony Pollard is so much more than just a running back. Tony Pollard set the NCAA record in return touchdowns. He played a lot of wide receiver at Memphis. He runs a 4.3. You really don't want to mitigate him to only being a running back. You really don't want to mitigate him to just running between the tackles. You would need to put him in advantageous situations, to be successful. You want to see, look at all the ways that Tony Pollard scored last year. He scored on a wheel route. He scored between the A gap like once or twice. He got on the edge and took one in. Tony Pollard has been a versatile weapon. Yeah, I think Tony Pollard needs about 20 touches a game. Really, he needs about 25 touches a game because he needs about 20 carries and about 5 receptions. All right, so yeah, I think he needs about 25. I think he needs 20 carries and about 5 receptions in a game. Because Tony Pollard is way too dynamic of a playmaker and a weapon, to leave him out there, to not utilize him. So yeah, he's a well-rounded player. And listen, I know this is new to some of y'all, but Tony Pollard was playing outside receiver in college. He was playing slot receiver. He was on kick return. And then he did the running back stuff. He got more receptions than rushing attempts in college, man. Henny, do you think he truly ahead of schedule, or could the Jones be rushing him because of the contract? This is the thing for me. I think then KJ said 15 carries, 5 passes. Hey, as long as he get the ball, man. Mismatch city with TP and Turpin. Nah, big mistake. TP is not a high volume carry back. Have balance in it. Pass to run. Hey, I didn't want him to touch the ball. I didn't want that boy to touch the ball. I'm sure they figure out a formula that works best, for Tony Pollard. So, as long as he getting the ball, I'm good with it. And listen, even if it's 10 carries, 10 pass catches, I'm cool with that too. You know what I'm saying? Just give him the ball, let him be productive. Hey, Dwayne Brown, I be forgetting you from Memphis, man. So salute to you. My brother said Tony did it all in college. He was at every game. So listen, I know for a fact then you saw a bunch of Tony Pollard touchdowns. You seen a bunch of Tony Pollard touchdowns then if you've been to every home game. Because that man was putting in work. That man was putting in work. 60 offensive plays a game, give or take. Did that sound right? Yeah, there's about 60 to 70 offensive plays in a game for the most part. There's been times where we ran the ball 30 plus times and passed the ball 30 times. So yeah, it usually falls about that. Yes, CeeDee Lamb. Listen, CeeDee Lamb. There will be games where CeeDee Lamb should go to halftime with 10 targets. CeeDee Lamb should go to halftime with 10 targets some games. Just depending on the matchup, depending on what the defense is dictating. But yes, oh yeah, bro said high school and college. Oh yeah, he a very dynamic player too, man. I'm very high on Tony Pollard. Said not Memphis, but your pops from Knoxville. Well, salute to y'all, man. Salute to y'all. Tapping in for all around the country and showing love to the liquor store, man. I appreciate y'all. So let's see. We already know McCarthy got some beautiful plays drawn up for TP and Turpin. I agree with that, man. I do agree with that. And you remember when Mike McCarthy was talking about how he does play calling. He was talking about he has a sheet. I got this amount of number of plays for this particular player, and I got this amount of number of plays for this particular player, and so on and so forth. So I definitely think if he'll call games like that. I think that he'll have a sheet with a list of plays, that best suit his personnel. So I think even if he doesn't have like 30 plays for Turpin, or 30 plays for Tony Pollard, I definitely think they at least will have like 4 or 5 plays designed to get them the ball. So I love the thought. I love that train of thought right there. Facts, Big Mike wanted to use Turpin so bad last year. He got some hidden treasures. Yeah, man. Listen, there are a lot of guys that we feel that this offensive system held back from developing. Tony Pollard really didn't have a breakout season until last year. And he's been on this team since 2019. You know what I'm saying? He's been on this team since 2019. So we all know that there have been offensive personnel on this team that has not been utilized to the full extent of their talents. So, now there's a new sheriff in town, new offensive system, more play action, downfield passing, more run after catch. more smart, no nonsense football. So I think these guys gonna take off, man. I think these guys gonna take off. Yeah, think about it, man. You had a Pro Bowler sitting on the bench basically for like 3 years. It was year 4 before they finally utilized Tony Pollard to his full abilities. Now, granted, he made some plays in 2021. He made a couple of plays here and there in 2019 when they threw him the ball or handed him the ball. But for the most part, he didn't get a lot of chances until this year. Man, I'm sure guys like Turpin, Tobin, and TP are smiling ear to ear with McCarthy calling the shots. I believe that too, man. Cause listen, man, Big Mike, man, a lot of people be sleeping on him. Like for some reason they wanted to rank my guy as the 21st overall head coach, despite the fact that he's one of only 9 active coaches with a Super Bowl win, despite the fact that he has one of the best winning percentages of all time. It's just crazy talk, man. Like I really hope the guys are taking notes and they put on for Mike McCarthy, man, because he deserves to come in here and be able to win a championship, man. All right. Yeah, Killer more than know how to use the personnel, man. Listen, Amari Cooper don't even talk, bro. And he had to speak up about his damn targets. That's how you're messing up, because Amari Cooper don't even talk, man. He's a man of very few words, in the media. But he had to get out there, and beg for targets. He had to go out there and beg for targets, bro. That's how I know that Kellen Moore, it was a trip. Well, we'll see what happens, man. I hope that he can stay healthy. So the next thing we're going to talk about is CeeDee Lamb discussing that bag. That's what I said too. Shoot. Yeah, man, that turf is a mug. Hey, Patrice Langford, what's up with you? Thank you for tapping in to the liquor store. I appreciate you. And everybody, real quick before I'll go through this one. Everybody, please hit that like and hit that share button for me, man. Hit that like and share button. Let everybody know the liquor store is open for business, and we over here getting drunk on this content together, man. Let them know it's time to get slizzard. Go ahead and hit that like and share button for me, man. Let them know that the liquor store is open, and see if y'all can round up some subscribers, man. They be talking crazy about Big Mike, Green Bay, legendary. When did he become a bum? He became a bum when he came to the Dallas Cowboys, in their minds. It's crazy that you can be a Hall of Fame coach. He gonna get a gold jacket. Crazy that this man gonna be a Hall of Fame coach, but yet somehow, as a Dallas Cowboy coach, he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Despite the fact he got us the back-to-back 12-win seasons for the first time in the 90s. You know what I mean? Despite the fact that he helped us win our first road game in 30 years. Yeah. Y'all gonna leave Mike McCarthy hell alone. Talking crazy about my coach. So, Cowboys wide receiver, when asked about his contract extension, potentially become a distraction. And this is CeeDee Lamb talking. I'm going to be 100% honest. I'm not even distracted. The money, definitely worried about it though. But it's not nothing that's really on my mind every day that I wake up or when I come to the building. Don't really think about how much money I'm going to make. It's really just all about coming in and showing my worth, and then let everybody else everything else handle itself. Hey, appreciate you, Dwayne Brown. I thank you for showing love, tapping in. Yeah, we tried, man. Yeah, man, we tried, man. We try to have a non-judgmental, open floor platform so these players can come on here, tell us about their growth and progression, how the offseason been treating them. Just have some regular football conversations with these guys, man. So, I appreciate y'all. I'm glad that y'all enjoyed the interview. And, we're going to keep trying to bring y'all exclusive interviews with these players, man. So, yeah, man. This is my thoughts on CeeDee Lamb's contract. Come closer. Get it done. You know what I'm saying? And listen, for players that I know that I cannot outright replace on a whim, I want them paid expeditiously. You know, you do not find, you know, all pro wide receivers just sitting on the open market. All pro wide receivers don't grow on trees. They don't. Right? Because even, listen, we love Amari Cooper. I love Amari Cooper. He that dude. He never made an all pro selection. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never had 1,300 yards for the Dallas Cowboys like CeeDee Lamb did. So, you know, just overall value, you know, like CeeDee Lamb is one of the most irreplaceable guys on your roster. So, you know, you get the contract done with him. You know you need him. You know he's a focal point of your offense. You know, hands down, he's your best offensive weapon. So, you know, get it done. And listen, it's actually cheaper to go ahead and pay CeeDee Lamb now before Justin Jefferson resets the market, you know, before Jamar Chase resets the market, before all the other contracts fall in line. You know, go ahead and get the deal done. And, you know, I feel that way all the way around. I feel that way with Dak Prescott. I feel that way with Trayvon Diggs. I feel that way with CeeDee Lamb. You know what I'm saying? Because you have the ability to clear enough cap space to pay all of these players. You know, you extend Dak, you open up. You know, let's just say let's not even go to the end of the biggest extreme. Let's say you cleared $30 million just by extending Dak Prescott, because it's like 26.2 to $30-something million, right? So let's say you cleared 30 with the Dak Prescott extension. Well, you just got $10 million, $10.9 million to be exact, from Zeke Elliott tomorrow. That when you get that money, and then you already had $10 million. So theoretically, Dallas Cowboys can get up to $50 million in free cap space. They got the money. So, you know, don't, you know, drag your feet. Don't procrastinate. You know you need him. You know he's your future. You gave him 88 for a reason. You're going to re-sign him. You know, you like having the 88 in the building. You like selling jerseys. You like his impact on the game, front office. Pay him. And remember, he didn't say, you know, that it wasn't an distraction at all, or that he doesn't think about it. You know what I'm saying? He even said in the interview, like, he thinks about the money sometimes. You know what I'm saying? He said he does think about it. He just said it's not a distraction at the moment. So, you know, don't let it linger to the point that it does become a distraction, right? Because you know, y'all saw what happened with the Dak Prescott fiasco. I think this contract talks did, you know, distract the other players on the roster. You know what I'm saying? They had that shit sitting in limbo for so long. Yeah, 88 is a priority. You got to pay CeeDee Lamb. We got to get it done. Contention. All boys deserve it, are great players. Get it done now. Correct. You know, and listen, when you got all these good young players together, keep them together as long as possible to extend your window. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a bigger Super Bowl window than a lot of the teams in the NFL. Dak Prescott still has another 6 to 7 years of being an elite quarterback. CeeDee Lamb still has another 8 years or so, because he's still a young ass guy. He still got another 8 years of production theoretically. Trayvon Diggs got a lot of time left. Micah Parsons got a lot of time left for being a good player. So, you know, keep your young core together, man. Let them age out together. Sign them all to long-term deals and extend your window to contend. Because you let these guys, and listen, you let one too many of these guys leave, you're going to damn near be in a rebuild. So, you know, stop dragging your feet. You know you need him. You know you want him. You know, get a deal done. So we are a very young team. We have a huge window left. Yeah, we have a huge window if we re-sign our good players. You know what I'm saying? If we don't re-sign our all-pro players like Micah Parsons, Trayvon Diggs, CeeDee Lamb, so on and so forth, we ain't got a long window. So so just keep them together. Yeah, you got a big window because you got good young players. You know what I mean? So keep your good young players together. So I'm going to touch on this real quick too. He said, my head hurts. Yep, keep them tight. They're built a brotherhood. They want to chip just like us. And we all know Micah is hungry. Man, yeah, Micah's super hungry, man. Matter of fact, man, let me go ahead and show y'all this Micah Parsons quotes. Right, I got a quote from Micah Parsons via Michael Gelkin that I want to discuss with y'all real quick. Oh, yeah. You know it's all love, Matt. You know it's all good. It's good. So here we go. So this is from Michael Gelkin. This is a comment by Micah Parsons. The Cowboys linebacker Micah Parsons doesn't find motivation in potentially leading NFL in sacks. And this is the words of a guy who is becoming a true leader on this team. Already was a leader, but like with age comes wisdom. He has really solidified himself as maybe the best player on the team. So, he can talk like that. He said, I'm kind of off the sack wave. I'm onto the impact wave. You see Aaron Donald, he can have 12 sacks, but the impact he makes is so dominant. You can tell. I really just want to be dominant. So, and I like that. That sounds like a guy, that is motivated for team success. But it also sounds like a guy who wants to be more than a one-dimensional player. He said, oh, man. Hey, I'm sorry about that, Dwayne Brown. Hope I didn't get you in any trouble, my brother. Hope I didn't get you in any trouble, man. But salute to you, man. I appreciate you for taking time out your day to come in here and show support and love to the channel, man. We do appreciate y'all. So, man, and listen, I like that he went out there and he mentioned, Aaron Donald. Because Aaron Donald just being on the field, makes teams adjust what they do. Of course they're going to double team him. Of course they're going to chip him. Of course, they're going to be playing Where's Waldo, trying to find out where he's lined up at. Aaron Donald also affects the game in the run game. I know he's an undersized defensive tackle, but he's still good against the run. So, I think Micah Parsons, pretty much said that because there was even another quote that said he was down, like they were going to play him at 8 different positions this year. Right? They were saying that there's a possibility of him playing 8 different positions. So I love that Micah Parsons, is going to still keep his versatility. I love that he will still have the impact as a pass rusher, but I am also glad that, he is more focused on impacting the game as a whole, outside of just trying to affect the game as a pass rusher and, a disturbance against the pass game. Micah Parsons can be dominant against the run too, if he puts in the work to do so, if he's put in position to do so. So I like it. I like that train of thought. I'm glad he said it. I'm glad that he's not out here just sack cutting. He could be asking to do nothing but rush the passer and try and get he could be asking to just rush the passer and try to get godly sack numbers to ensure he gets a big payday. But he ain't on that. And that's real. That's real. Wow, another no notey, but I am coaching, so yeah, my fault. It's good, man. Hey, Choctaw, I'm glad you were able to make it into the liquor store, bro. No sweat, no pressure. I appreciate you, my guy. You can send him out the same as with D-Law. You can line him up, at middle linebacker and blitz him. He could play middle linebacker, outside linebacker. Listen, Micah Parsons even had snaps at safety and cornerback before. So Micah Parsons can do whatever the hell you ask him to do. So, if he wants to just have an impact like that, just be moved around the field and go crazy, then shoot, I'm down with that. Micah Parsons is a damn good football player, and, he should not just be mitigated to one thing. Hey, I'll call you Coach Choctaw then, man. Saying? You out, and then listen, if you're a good coach, I'm going to call you Coach Choctaw. If y'all like 0-16 and y'all just out there doing the hill level, then I might have to hold that coach for a little bit. You might have to stay nefarious and be Choctaw Montana. But like if you out there coaching your ass off, I'm gonna call you Coach. I'm gonna call you Coach Choctaw. But yeah, man. So Q&A real quick, man. Let's do the question and answer portion of the show. You know what I'm saying? Let's do a little bit of Q&A. Oh, you coach 89U. Well, hey, man. Hey, that's very commendable, man. You know you got to show love to the kids, brother. You can't chip him and D-Law at the same time. That another way of impacting the game is a decoy, which is true. She's ready to throw my phone in the pool, but she rowdy like that. Been there, Choctaw, Montana, but it was in baseball. Okay, so y'all definitely been giving back to the community, man. Respect, man. Hey, you gotta respect that. You gotta respect that. So yeah, man, this is the Q&A section of the liquor store. You know, we all done got fooled and drunk, you know, on the Dallas Cowboy content together, man. So let's just have some small talk, man. What y'all want to talk about? You know what I'm saying? Like, we can discuss, you know, upcoming matchups. We can discuss camp battles. You know, you can discuss some of the things you heard in OTAs. You can discuss whatever. Because, like, listen, it is June the 1st. We ain't got football for almost 100 days. We could talk about what the hell we want to talk about in the liquor store. We ain't on no script. You know, we ain't reading from no prompter. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about what we want to talk about. So, you know, put it in the chat box. He said, how long does Tank continues to limit Sam and Fowler snaps? Well, this is the thing. Because Sam Williams and Dante Fowler are limited against the run, right now they can only be mitigated to spot pass rushers. DeMarcus Lawrence, while he is not the pass rusher they are, he is the best defensive end in the National Football League in setting the edge and playing against the run. So, you know, it's a trade-off. So, you know, when he's in there, you know, your run defense is better, but you know, you might miss a little bit from pass rush. But when those other guys are in there, you're more susceptible to the run, you know, and you know, but you know you got better pass rush. And listen, Slam was great against the run in college. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let's put this to the test. Let's see what Sam graded out as a run defender. And remember, he has very limited snaps anyway. So, you know, they might be skewed a little bit, right? So don't cut me or do nothing crazy. So let's take a look real quick. So this is Sam Williams' grade in terms of passing, pass rush, I mean, in terms of run defense. And remember, I always take the shit with a grain of salt. So Sam Williams, edge 6'4", 261, 14 total tackles, 4 assists, 4 sacks, a forced fumble. Rated out overall is a 70.9. Pass rusher is 74.4. Run defense is 61.3. So, you know, he's not the worst guy in the world. He ain't got an F grade. He can improve eventually, of course. But, you know, as it stands right now, and listen, DeMarcus Lawrence does not have that much longer under contract, if I'm not mistaken. Let me take a look at that. How much longer does DeMarcus Lawrence got? Let's take a look at his contract. So yeah, DeMarcus Lawrence only has this year and next year. You know what I'm saying? He only has this year and next year. So, you know, also depending on how he plays and his overall health, you know, there might be an opportunity for the Dallas Cowboys to try and move on because they have no guaranteed money left on his contract next year. In 2024, the Dallas Cowboys will not owe DeMarcus Lawrence a dime, and they can cut him and save $10 million, even though it'll be a $10 million dead money hit. So, you know, theoretically, they could move on from DeMarcus Lawrence if they wanted to, you know, during the 2024 season. But, you know, I think that he's good enough. Nah, I disagree. I disagree with that. And listen, and that is fine. Some people value pass rush more from a defensive end than their ability to stop the run. So I understand why people will have differentiating opinions on the value of a player. But I love DeMarcus Lawrence. He's a locker room leader. He's the best run defender among defensive ends. He does still give you pressures and sacks and quarterback hits. So I'm fine with that. People are okay with Javion Clowney not ever developing into a true sack master because of his work against the run. So I think people should have the same leeway with DeMarcus Lawrence. I think they should have the same leeway with DeMarcus Lawrence because it's not like him not getting sacks costs you. You already have Micah Parsons getting double-digit sacks. Dorrance Armstrong gave you almost 10 sacks last year. Even your damn safety gave you 5 sacks. So you're not missing anything. What you do need though is his presence in the run game. You do need his leadership. You do need his effort and his motor. So I love DeMarcus Lawrence, what he brings to the table. And listen, I believe he's better than the Javion Clown boots. I believe he's better than Clowney as well. But I'm just saying, from the public perception, people were still giving Clowney contracts, still willing to work with him, still willing to bring him in, despite not having top notch, pass rush. He said, "You missed my question. What you asked me, brother? I'm gonna go through the chat and take a look real quick because I sure didn't see your question, bro. I sure didn't see your question." He said, "Yeah, you did get me, bro. You did get me." Hold on. I'm trying to find this his last contract. Yeah. Listen, I don't think he'll get another contract just because of his age. He'll be like 33 by the time that his contract is over. Landlord from Wakanda out there trapping the vibranium. Question: over under Turpin 200 yards receiving this year. I think Turpin can listen. I think Turpin over 17 games, that's very doable. So I think over. I would say over. I would say over on Turpin getting 200 yards receiving. I say Turpin get about 300 yards receiving. And do me a favor, so I can find it just real quick. Just put it back in the chat box for me. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Slim Williams mentioned second year jumps for October. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that he mentioned the second year jumps for them. Let me see. Then he actually had got a restructure. He had signed a 5-year deal, and then they got a restructure done with the man. Yeah, I saw the report that they said it was not that's the report, but I saw Mike McCarthy speaking at the podium, in regards to second year jumps. You know what I'm saying? I saw him speaking about their progress. And listen, y'all know I think the world of Jalen Tolbert. I thought he was held back by an option route heavy offense. I thought that he needed some more time to develop. I thought that he wasn't put in great position to succeed. But I think he's a great player, who just need to get on the field to get opportunities. Sam Williams, he made his presence known when he was on the field. You know what I'm saying? So I like Sam Williams. And listen, I do expect him to get more, chats, more opportunities and things like that. So it'll be just fine. So we should put the word question in front of it so you can see it earlier. Yes. Yeah, y'all. And listen, I don't mind answering none of y'all questions. No, this is the Q&A portion of the show. So I do appreciate y'all. Sam Williams was great. Agree. HTM Sports. We should put word. Any more questions? 62 to 1K. I know, man. Hey, anybody, please hit the subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button for me, please. I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers, and we're so close. So I do appreciate y'all for everything. Yes, he led the SEC in sacks in college. Sam Williams did. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Hey, anytime. Landlord from Wakanda said 6-1. Hey, it's going up, man. Ohio State just got the best DT in college. Who y'all get? Said question. When Mike called out Kellen Moore, do you think that was a test for Jerry on his longevity? I believe he should have never been put in that situation. You know, he should have been allowed to pick his own offensive coordinator coming into the situation. You know, I think it was crazy that they pigeonholed him with a guy, you know, who you know, and listen, philosophy wise, they didn't fit. That's why they were bumping heads. So, you know, said, do we get a check for subscribing? Oh, Miss DT that played with Slam Williams. Okay. So yeah, man. We've been on here for 1 hour and 17. I appreciate y'all for tapping in and showing love to the liquor store. You know, on your way out, man, continue to hit that like button. Continue to hit that share button. And of course, continue to hit that Cash App. We just opened up the raffle for the tickets. So, you know, it's 10 a pop. But, you know, you'll be entered for a chance to win either a Dallas Cowboy ticket with a seat attached to it, a Dallas Cowboy ticket for standing room, or a PlayStation 4 or a jersey if you don't want to play games. Do you think we winning by a large margin in the first half? A lot of games, the Cooper Rush? Not really. You know, the NFL is a very, very... Hey, shout out to Dwayne Brown for the donation. That also got you an entry for the Dallas Cowboy tickets. So salute to you. I appreciate you for everything. Nah, like the average margin of victory in the NFL is under a touchdown. So, you know, I don't think we'll blow out enough guys, you know, for a Cooper Rush to see the field. We'll have to beat guys by like 30 points. You know, you have to be up like 30 points to comfortably pull your starters. So yeah, I think Cooper Rush will see a snap here and there. But you know, I don't think he'll play a bunch of series or nothing. But yeah, man, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for the love and support. And I always tell y'all to drink and drive responsibly. But if you see an Eagles fan, you know, in the middle of the road, I ain't gonna say it, but skirt. You know what's going on. Skirt. But hey, I appreciate y'all. God bless. I will get at y'all later. Peace.